Invest in yourself and not prize picks, and not just prize picks, any sports book, because what happens, we're designed to lose. We're actually not designed to win. Now, take it from me, someone who was addicted heavily to gambling. I like look, I don't have any, my pockets are still a little empty from it. Like I do not have anything to show for the times I gambled. All that time, all that money I spent investing in play app finders where you can be like, "Oh, it says Steph Curry is the hottest thing tonight. 54% to go on the over. Anything above 50 is good." Steph Curry, what happens? He misses. So what? I just wasted my time researching plays, investing in the app to find plays, went on the app like PrizePicks, for example, found the play, and everything's looking good, and the shit still missed. Why? Because that's gambling. You're designed to lose. Everything is not guaranteed. Now you would imagine that if you're spending money on plays, you're spending money to find the plays, you would have a better chance of hitting, right? No, take it from me, that is not true. It might actually even be worse because I feel like, in my opinion, they know that you're putting in good EV plays, and so they decided to limit your account. That's what happened to me on PrizePicks. They decided to limit my account to $5 a play. What am I supposed to do with $5 a play? Turn that bitch into 100? That's like so impossible. Now, when we always say that you're bound to lose, everybody knows that you're bound to lose when they gamble. I've always told my friends, it's like, dude, you're gonna lose. You're bound to lose in the long run. And when they look at you funny, they'll be like, no, that's not true. Like I pull out my money hecka fast. Like I'm good with that. Like I don't over gamble. I know when to pull back. Mind you, everybody who says that, I guarantee you they're lying. 90% of those people are lying. They're just trying to cope for the fact that they know that they're losing money every day. They're not a good gambler. They do not know how to find plus EV plays. That's me, for example. People would ask me, like, Salvador, like, you're doing good gambling. Like, can you show me how to do it? And I'll be like, yeah, like, I'll show you how to do it. Subconsciously, I was like, bro, I don't want to show you how to do this because, mind you, one, I was losing myself. I would find good plays and I'd still lose. Number two, if I'm finding good plays and losing, what makes you think that you could find better plays than me? I would probably have to give you plays because you'd probably be asking me for plays. So let's just like not gamble at all. Number two being, it rewires your brain hella. For me, what happened personally was I would bet religiously on NBA and NFL. This would be over the summer. I would bet religiously on both those sports specifically. I would bet on other sports like baseball, soccer, hockey. I was a fiend. I gambled on anything. But specifically football and basketball, what happened was every time I would watch a game and I would not gamble on it, I would subconsciously think, oh my gosh, what happens if I put Steph Curry over 35.5 points? Or what if I put Nico Collins 60.6, receiving yards that game? Even though I had no intention of betting on that guy, I would be like, wow, like this was a missed opportunity. Every time I would not gamble, it felt like a missed opportunity to me. And that's where that rewiring comes from because beforehand, when I would not watch the sports or not gamble on the sports, sorry, and I would watch a game that I did not bet on, I'd be like, oh, okay, it's a good game. Let me like stay tuned in. But then after that, I could not like watch the games like by myself because not by myself, but in the right healthy mindset because every time I would watch a guy go off, I'd be like, damn it, I should have put some money on him. and and that's when I knew I had to take a little break from it, break from gambling and watching sports in general until my brain could come back to a healthy spot. Because I was not about to sit here and make myself suffer watching Evan Mobley put up 2 blocks and be like, damn it, I should have put up Evan Mobley 2 blocks. Even though it would probably be bad odds and unlikely to happen, in my brain that was not happening. I was just like, wow, I should this was a missed opportunity. So do not gamble because every time you don't gamble on something, it can literally be anything. Your brain makes it seem like it's a missed opportunity when in all honesty it's not. You're probably just doing better for yourself. And number three, invest in yourself. Invest in your side hustles. Take this from someone who has overspent on gambling and overspent on side hustles. I'd rather take the overspending on side hustles any day of the week. Why? Because my brain knows it's healthy. My brain recognizes it's healthy. My brain can distinguish the two for okay, be like side hustles good. Let's pour into this. Let's pour into this cup. Gambling, fuck, let's pour into this cup, but it's not good for me. I know I shouldn't be doing it. And with the side hustles, I did this last summer where I clean cars and I clean trash bins, and I did not gamble that summer. I was like, okay, let me just not gamble for a summer and see how that turns out. And so I think I did pretty well for myself. Like honestly, I built up Google pages, I built up 2 Instagram accounts, relatively to small, follower accounts, but I was a niche in my area. I wasn't trying to expand into like different territories. But my trash bin and my car detailing accounts, they got relatively good views. I would get customers through the app, and over the summer, I was just hustling, 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 just pouring all my money reinvesting it back into equipment, like, new car soap or a new pressure washer. I would just keep doing that, reinvest, reinvest. And I was so proud of myself because I was like, damn, like, even with a little bit of hard work, well, that's what it was to me, a little bit of hard work, a little bit of hard work and dedication and time and effort. And this is what I built up in that short span of time. I was only doing it for like 2.5 months, maybe even less, honestly. I don't remember because it was a decent amount of time ago. But all that effort I put into that, I was building up something on the side. I was building up a reputation as South Squeaky Bins, South's mobile car detailing. That's what I was doing. And it just makes yourself, it made me feel so proud of the fact that, damn, all that time and effort it actually like compounded into something to show for. Now on the other side, gambling, it's something that a lot of people probably have shame for, and I do too. For the past that I did it, it's like, you're not gonna come out and be like, "Mom, I just made $100 like sports betting." It's like your mom's gonna look at you kind of funny and be like, "Why are you sports betting? That's like for bums and shit." Like, you're not gonna win, right? And so even if you make good money from sports betting, you're not gonna like openly tell anybody because you're gonna be like, there's gonna be more shame than there's honor. And so that's what was happening to me most of the time when I would sports bet. Even if I was doing profitable, most weeks, that's what I was doing. I was being profitable really when it was NFL going on, and I would have no honor. Like, I would be really, really shameful. I would not tell anybody, even though I was making good money. And it was just a really dark spot because I know that I could actually be putting my mouth and my money into something more useful, something more helpful, something that has more to show for, something that is more honorable than sports betting. And so I think anybody who's sports betting right now should shift their focus into something that is more side hustle oriented. Just because if someone's sports betting religiously, they're probably kind of smart with the math. They're good with math. In my mind, I think anybody who sports bets kind of good with math if they're doing it in the right way. And if you put that same time and energy into something that's not good advice, like gambling, and put it into something that is good for you, like side hustles, side businesses, YouTube, anything, Instagram, TikTok, and you put that same type of energy that you do for gambling into side hustle, you're bound to be like, not bound to be successful, but I think you have a better chance. Just because if you're sports betting, I think you have something mentally wrong with you. Like, there's something mentally different, and I think that about myself too. Something mentally different where we're money hungry as hell, and so you might as well apply that same type of energy into something that's actually honorable and useful. And as of now, what I'm currently doing is I'm shifting my focus mainly to content creation. Over the summer, it was mainly side hustle oriented, where I would mix in a little bit of content creation where I'd be like, oh, I'm in your city, I'm in Concord, I'm in Bay Point, I'm in Sacramento, and I just cleaned 3 trash bins for X amount, maybe 30, $45, $50. And that's what I usually post on my social medias. But now I'm shifting it more towards content creation, finance content creation, motivational if this would count in that niche. But I'm shifting my focus, and I'm happy that I'm doing so because I think evolving is a great thing. I think it's, getting your foot in one door into another is a great thing because you have experience. You have experience to be like, oh, I don't really like that, but I like this. I don't like that, but I like this. And that's what I'm trying to do into content creation. Now, I'm not the best, but I'm trying. So that's all that matters. But yeah, I think if I was gambling at this current date and time, I will not be doing this. I will not have grown my Instagram to like 600 plus followers, 500 to 600 plus followers. I did that within a 2 month span, which I'm really proud of. It's because some of my videos blew up, but I'm really proud of that because if I was gambling, I would not have this mental free space to think, be creative, and just be more productive with my day. So anybody who's gambling right now, I think put the PrizePicks down, put the sleeper down, put the DraftKings down. I know all the sports books because I was a fiend. Put it all down and put your energy towards the side hustle, content creation. Do anything. Gambling is awful. Anything is actually better than that.